let's put it this way, okay? There was literally a moment in this episode. Congrats on the PS5. Yay! Yeah, I know. It was... I called the store today. This is the third time this week I've called this store. So I called them today and I was like, hi, just checking whether or not you have pre-orders open for the PlayStation 5 console. And they were like, well, we're not doing pre-orders, but we are doing custom orders. It has to be in store though. So if you can get down here, we can do one for you. And I was like, wait, what? Because I was so used to them telling me no. I was like, sorry, what? What do you mean you have them available? What do you mean I can go and buy one? I was so concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I was so confused. Like, so fucking confused. But it was exciting. It was very exciting. Alright, I don't want to talk about Riverdale until Corey's here. Because Corey is the one who likes to talk about Riverdale. I remember nothing. Except I do remember I like Riku's outfit. That's about all I can remember, though. I don't remember a lot about this game. So we're just going to bond with some dream babies, I suppose. Okay, me gonna play first on a PlayStation 5? Well, I don't know, because there's no ETA yet on when I will actually get the PlayStation 5 console. They couldn't tell me. They're like, you've bought one, so when it comes in, it's definitely yours. We just don't know when that's actually going to be. So they've got no idea. So I've got no idea when I get it. So it's all going to depend on when I get it and what games are out at the time. Alright. Come on, Corey. This is because I started late, so he's probably in the middle of like a Final Fantasy raid or something. Let's have a look. I can tell you exactly what he's doing because I'm creepy like that. Hey, look, he's playing Final Fantasy. Knew it. Knew it. Oh, hello. That was close. I just knew it. He is here, but he's lurking. But until he says hello, I'm not talking about Riverdale. So some of you will be happy about that because, you know, everyone's like, ew, Riverdale. And I'm like, no, I need to talk about Riverdale. You guys don't understand. Shit happened. It's so dumb. Let's put it this way. Okay, so in one episode, right? We I can't even. Right. In one episode, we found out. Do you still want me to order God of War for you so you can have a physical copy instead of just having it on the PS Plus collection? Not sure at this stage. I will have to. Jerry! It's my new VIP! Let me do that for you right now. I'm not sure at this stage, Alex. We'll have to, like I said, it's a while away. Oh shit, actually, I forgot to do something before the stream. Don't mind me, I'm just going to do that quickly now because I completely forgot to do it. That was my bad. I wanted to do that. And where's the save button? Is there a save button or does it just happen? I think it just happens. It just happened. Okay, cool. Cool. Right, so where are my roles manager? Add new. Jerry. Jerry is a cool cat. Jerry now has a VIP badge. Yay! How exciting. We've got 6 VIPs now according to the roles manager list. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I can't count. The long time hoarding my points and not redeeming too many hat redemptions. I did notice you weren't redeeming a lot of hat redemptions. It was very weird. Okay, in one episode of Riverdale, we found out who the truck driver killer was. Found out what was going on with the Mothmen. There was a mine collapse. There was a kidnapping. There was a murder. And there was... Yeah, so there was murder. And someone came out. So yeah, I was getting close. So I decided to ease back off and hold them for a VIP. Nice. Oh, look at you with your VIP badge. I love it. All right. Okay, I'm done with this now. Although, how do you change spirits actually? Change party. Let's grab Toxibadge. Toxibadge. Yes. Oh, look at this guy. He's fucking terrifying, is he not? Hello? Oh my god, what the fuck? This is so weird. The Dream Babies thing is just so strange. I'm not coping. Watch the actual fuck, man. This guy seems to take forever. I am here. Was watching Shit's Creek with Kelly. I knew you were here. I knew you were watching Final Fantasy. Or playing Final Fantasy. I'm good. I was waiting for you for the Riverdale round because I still can't. There was literally a moment in this episode where I had to pause the show so that I could piss myself laughing because it was so ridiculous. I'm even just thinking about it now. Holy shit. I don't think you guys understand. There are this many notes for this episode. It just kept going. You can't see them, but like, fuck, it just kept going. All right. Are we ready for this? So the very beginning of the episode, Betty and Tabitha enter Pops, and they're like, we've been cruising the lonely highway for the past 10 nights trying to get... So many notes. You don't understand, Corey. You don't understand. Yeah, they came in and they're like, oh, 10 nights we've been cruising the lonely highway trying to get truckers to pick us up so we can, you know, find out if they're the killer. And no one will do it. Maybe we should do it alone. And Tabitha's like, bitch, you're not doing it on your own. That's how girls get murdered. Literally. Every time I watch Riverdale, I'm like, why am I watching this? But I continue to watch it for some reason. Me tonight. And then I asked myself, I was like, does Betty even teach anymore? The reason these people came back to Riverdale was to teach. None of them teach anymore. It's actually ridiculous. Dr. Curdle Jr., who I don't think you guys have met before, but Dr. Curdle Jr. is like the morgue guy. What are they called? Oh, fuck. Medical examiner. He's the town's medical examiner, and he is so weird. So he's been keeping... Do you guys remember that trucker guy that Betty and Tabitha captured, and then Betty held him and tortured him and, like, threatened to dismember him? They mentioned him once, but yeah. Do you remember that guy? The guy who bit off his own tongue and died so that Betty wouldn't dismember him with a chainsaw? Yeah. So... because that happened, you know, just casually. Yeah, so it turns out Dr. Curdle Jr. has been keeping this body for Betty instead of... Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, so Dr. Curdle Jr. has been keeping this body for Betty on ice instead of sending him over to the FBI, because of course. And Betty's like, shit, sorry, I'm really sorry. I'm going to bring you some money, like, to just keep him, and it's all great. Then they reminded us that Archie is still mining for palladium in the Blossoms mines at Sketchy's Focus. Dr. Curdle Jr. is just the worst, right? Yeah, so he's still mining for palladium in Cheryl's mines, which I actually didn't know. And Cheryl just pays him because she's like, here you go. Because again, I don't actually think Archie teaches anymore either. I think he's literally just running his dad's construction company, which I also forgot existed. And then Veronica... Do you guys remember that Veronica was married to this guy called Chadwick, who is a complete and utter douchebag? Yeah. So finally, Veronica and Chad's divorce is being finalized, and Chad's like, I want everything. Oh, yeah. Actually, teaching does come into it tonight, believe it or not. So, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, so their divorce is finally being finalized, and, what's her face? Wait, where am I going? No, not the square. So I think there's some fairly good news. How exciting. Shit, where were we? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, so the divorce is finally getting finalized. Yeah? And finally getting finalized. And Chad wants everything. And Veronica's like, ugh, fuck you. Just take it all. I literally don't care. And so she leaves. And then we get back to the ministry where... I don't remember how to play this game. Fuck. Yeah, back to the ministry where Penelope, who is Cheryl's mother, is talking to Kevin and is like sowing doubt in Kevin's mind. It's like, oh, do you really think that Cheryl knows what she's doing? Like, when I was running the ministry, I was doing this and all this sort of stuff, and it's just, you know, whatever. And Penelope's like, you know, Cheryl's made this kind of like a cult. And the funny thing about Cheryl making it like a cult is I was like, Kevin, you were literally in an organ harvesting cult. You lost your kidney because you were in an organ harvesting cult. And you're just gonna like, let Cheryl do this? Yeah, I don't really think so. Anyway, and then Tony returned. So we haven't seen Tony in quite a while because the actress who was playing Tony was having a baby. But Tony is finally back, and Tony is actually a teacher. And we got to see her be a guidance counselor. Kevin was in that cult gay disappointment. Oh, yes. If it makes you feel worse, his boyfriend was in it too. So Tony is actually being guidance counselor, and she's actually being a teacher. And this young girl, Britta, who I did not remember who the fuck Britta was, turns out she was on the football team when the football team had no players, and Archie decided he had to save the football team because it was very important to Riverdale that we saved the football team, because of course it was. Fuck me, where the fuck am I going? I think I'm going this way. Okay. Well, obviously, why else would I give us another cut? Yeah. Exactly. And Britta is in a lot of trouble because she was punching someone, and then she tells Tony that she was punching them because they were, like, calling her homophobic slurs. And Tony's like, well, that's not okay. I'm going to have a talk with him. And Britta goes, yeah, but I think I actually am gay, but I'm not ready to come out to anybody. When I am ready to come out to my parents, will you be there? And Tony's like, oh my God, of course, I'll so be there for you. Oh my God. It's handing out resumes today. Ooh, that's exciting. That's awesome. That's super exciting. It's been a while since I've had to hand out resumes, I won't lie. All right. So, that was everything that was happening with Britta, although I think that happened a lot further on, but I didn't write it down, but I do remember it because it was very, like, important. All right. Then Chad and Hiram are still working together. So Hiram is Veronica's dad, in case you can't remember. And Hiram, and you know what, while we do this so that we don't drop, let's just keep bonding with these things while I talk about Riverdale, okay? This is what we're going to do for Riverdale talks. All right. Hiram literally gives Chad a gun, says it's a ghost gun that doesn't have, like, serial numbers or anything. Like, if you use it, it won't be traceable and whatnot. Literally gives it to Chad and is like, who's Chad again? Chad is Veronica's soon-to-be ex-husband, the one she's getting a divorce from. Yeah, so literally gives Chad a gun and is like, hey, you're gonna have to get rid of Archie. And I was like, for fuck's sake, what do you mean? And then I was randomly reminded that Veronica actually coaches the cheerleading team at the high school. There was like a whole dance-off about who was going to be the coach, and she won. So that's a thing. And then apparently Tabitha had this friend called Squeaky who left ages ago to go to LA or something. And her parents haven't heard from her, so they called Tabitha, and Tabitha was like, well, she left ages ago. I don't know where she is. Oh shit, maybe she's been captured by the highway killer. So then we had Squeaky's whole storyline. So because of that, Tabitha says to Jughead, hey, instead of paying you to be a busboy, which frankly you are honestly quite terrible at, instead I am going to pay you to help Betty with her FBI investigation, despite the fact that she no longer actually is part of the FBI because of the whole she went rogue thing and they kind of fired her. And then came the part that I lost my shit at. So Archie is walking down this real sketchy street on his own late at night. Chad comes out complete with a black hood on with the gun, starts shooting at Archie. They're not very far away from each other, mind. They're probably like 5 feet away from each other. Misses all of the shots. Archie dives behind some rubbish bins, picks up a trash can lid, and frisbees it at Chad's face. It hit him right in the nose. It was so funny. Because they took it so seriously. I know. They took it so seriously. And I was like, you just frisbeed a trash can lid. Please stop. I still find it so funny. Anyway, then they just keep mentioning all these people from like episodes ago that I really didn't remember. Apparently Jughead had a student back when Jughead actually taught who went missing on the Lonely Highway for a week. And no one knows where he went or what happened to him. But apparently that's important. Dr. Curdle Jr. got a new body that came in that was completely dismembered. And so obviously he called Betty and he's like, hey, this could be your sister. I need to take some like DNA samples so that I can compare them to this body to see if it's actually your sister. So that happened. Cheryl, this was such a pointless part of the episode, but Cheryl decided to fast and then she fell over. It was such a pointless part of the episode. Now we need a break after the trash bag, so after the trash can, so we'll talk about it in a minute. But we needed a break. I needed a break.
And a big one. What? Not like this is fair. No use. I gotta run for it.
What? Am I actually running for it? Shit. Fuck. Alright. Yep. I feel like that's not really in my way. What exactly? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. How do I run again? How do I play? I've completely forgotten how to play this game. Like, honestly. What the actual fuck, man? What do we got? We got a potion? How do I smash shit? Fuck me! I like that. Oh my god. Oh, can I take a bit of a rest in here? Can he get me in here? He can totally get me in here, right? Yep. He can still get me. I'm so confused by this section. Oh, I can't remember how to do that. Is it like that? Yes! Okay. Shit! Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to play. Honestly, Jughead's story is completely useless this season. That's because it is! So dumb. So dumb. I'm not even... Okay, guys. This is like 10 minutes into the episode. I'm honestly not even to the stupidest part yet. Which is kind of saying a lot. Really. You know, it's kind of saying a lot. Alright. Next up. Because Chad and... Oh god, are we still going? Oh, for fuck's sake. So because Chad and Veronica's... How loud is it, by the way? It's okay. Oh shit, I'm running into a wall. Yeah. Yeah, this part is kind of weird. They really just want you to practice your flow motion. It's completely not needed. Yeah, like... Yeah. I can do it if they really want me to. Oh no, wait! But there was a chest there that I wanted. So that was completely pointless. Because there's a chest here. Why would I do that if there's a chest there, you know? Why? And here, too. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Oh no, there's nowhere to go. Slide along the rope. That's what I'm doing. What do you mean? Excuse me, game. Please explain. Am I meant to be, like, smashing my way through this? Yes, was the answer to that question. Okay, where am I meant to be going? Does it tell me where I'm supposed to go? Yes, this way. Okay, we got there. That was weird. Weirder than Riverdale.
Stand aside, Captain Felix.
I will not.
Okay,
What have these people done wrong?
I have proof this family gave harbor to gypsies.
That's not a crime.
I can think of few crimes that are greater.
No. What demon is this?
Oh, you are mistaken,
I
Captain.
remember nothing from this game.
This
From
is
last
no
week,
demon.
honestly.
It is righteous judgment. I have been granted this power so that I may smite all gypsies now and forever.
This is all wrong.
He won't listen. Once you've fallen that far, there's almost no coming back.
How dare you? I am a
Okay, so here's what I don't understand. So, all of this is the Mark of Mastery exam that Master Yensid is making Riku and Sora do. So does that mean that they're actually there? And this is actually happening? Or is this something that's like been concocted just by Master Yensid, so it's not like actually a thing? Or is that something that they've already told me and I just completely glossed over it because it seemed really pointless? Because I'm so confused.
Virtuous man, good and evil shall be made
This is
plain.
actually happening? Okay.
Once the gypsies face the fires of
What isn't
judgment,
pointless in this though? It's true. It's very true. Kind of like Riverdale. Which, there's still so much more to go. I remember this is all happening in one episode. One 45-minute episode did all of this. And I still have so much. So far, we've had... we've had the Archie thing. And
You
it's
should
good
take
more.
it easy.
Okay.
I'll deal with Frollo.
Thanks. Gotta tell you, this is embarrassing having to rely on a kid.
You wouldn't be the first. Sorry.
Low.
I'll admit, you look more capable than me right now. All right, be careful. It looks like that creature is heading for the cathedral.
I'm gonna have to fight
Okay.
that thing, aren't I?
Got it.
God damn it. Alright. Next up. Archie and Veronica had sex. That was the next thing that happened. Oh, view now. That was literally the next thing, is they had sex. And Mum came in while that was happening and she was like, "Are you watching porn?"
Firm hand
I
to
was
save
like,
the
"No,
weak
I'm
minded
watching
from being
Riverdale."
So easily misled.
Misled?
Archie and Veronica had sex.
For 20 years, I have been taking care of the gypsies. And yet, for all my success, they have thrived. I believe they have a safe
Yeah,
haven
look.
within the walls of this very city.
What are we going to do?
We
about
have to find the Court of Miracles. Porn would have been less embarrassing in vision. Honestly, yes.
this? You make your point quite vividly, sir.
Alright. Then Betty tells Alice, her mum, "I think I might have found Polly and I'm pretty sure she's been dismembered." And she was far too calm telling her that. She was just like, yeah, like chill. I was like, no. So Cheryl's been trying to figure out what the higher power is that she has been praying to, because everyone's like, is it Jason, which is her dead twin brother? And she's like, no, it's not Jason. I thought one of the characters' mums talking about, nah, nothing that simple. Yeah, and so she's like, nah, I don't think it's Jason, you know, like, he's just the conduit of how this all happens. Like, it's not actually him, it's someone else. And so she figures out that it's Gaia, so Mother Nature. So Mother Nature, she thinks, is who she's praying to, and Mother Nature's gonna answer her back, because, like, you know, that's what Mother Nature does, I suppose. So that was weird. So Alice, who, I don't think you guys know this, because the only thing that's happened with Alice so far is that she's just, like, been sad about her daughter being dead. Alice is actually a news reporter. And so, oh my god, dude. So Alice goes on the air and is like, hey, if you're the if you're the killer, please stop killing people. You know, we've had another victim. It's really sad. And obviously no one does anything about it because of the whole no one cares thing. Kevin wants to play on Witcher games. Nah, Witcher games are tame-ish. Kevin finally says to Cheryl after all that, he's like, yeah, look, I'm out. And I'm like, yes, you should be out, dude, because you have already been in a court, like in a cult before. You absolutely need to get out right now. So he gets out and it's great. Then Tony and Fangs have a cute little moment because I can't figure out if Fangs is Tony's baby daddy, but they're raising the baby together, but they're not together, if that makes sense. So like they're raising the baby together, but they're not actually together, is pretty much what's happening there. I don't know, it's weird. It's cute and I love it, but it's different. Definitely different. Anyway. Stuff is still weird. I don't know what all these are exactly, but I figured I should use them. Alright. Oh, okay. Then, remember how I said that Archie and his crew were still mining palladium for Cheryl? Yeah. Hiram sets a bomb in the mines to go off so that Archie is trapped inside the mines. Because apparently this 50-something-year-old man has nothing better to do than to plot how to kill this, like, 20-something-year-old. I appear to be stuck. So that happens. Then there was an accident at the mines, and Eric and Archie get stuck in the mines. Because, like, of course they do. You know, of course they do. Then apparently isn't he a convicted criminal? How can you just buy explosives? I know. Right. I know. It's just, I question things too. So then after all of that, we go back to Betty and Juggy at the, I may as well just stand here now. We go back to Betty and Jughead at Pops, talking to this kid who used to be Jughead's student, who is like, yeah, I was captured and I was held in this, like, shed thing that looked kind of like a spaceship, and the Mothman helped me escape. And I was like, okay, whatever. No worries. Then Dr. Curdle Jr. calls and has Dr. Curdle Jr. has the results of the DNA test, and you are never going to guess what it said. Literally. You are literally not going to be able to guess what it said. I kind of want you to try, but you won't be able to. Like, you just won't. It's literally not possible. It's the girl whose test it was his dad. Oh no. Oh no. Much worse. All right. So, the dismembered body isn't Polly. It's not Betty's sister. But it is the girl that Tabitha was friends with, right? That's who it is. But that's not the weird thing. The weird thing is that Dr. Curdle Jr. tested Betty's DNA against the trucker guy who swallowed his own tongue and killed all those people, and it was a fucking match. The trucker guy is Betty's very distant cousin. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It gets worse, Corey. It gets worse. It gets worse. It's so bad. Oh, no, it can. Trust me, it can.
This is Big Marie.
Hello.
She likes you.
Oh, I just...
Looks like Quasi's gonna be just fine.
Indisputably.
He's tough.
We may be hard as stone, but Quasi's strong.
I know.
Can't not laugh about this
Talking
episode.
gargoyles.
Excuse us for having personality.
You could stay here forever.
No, I couldn't.
Oh yes. You have sanctuary.
But not freedom. Gypsies don't do well inside stone walls.
You helped me. Now, I will help you.
But there's no way out. There's soldiers at every door.
We won't use a door. It's all right.
This is just dangerous, honestly. That's some Pain Champ shit, honestly. What the fuck, Quasi? It's just dangerous.
Didn't expect that. So how come you and Quasimodo are so close?
We've been friends for years.
More than a decade of camaraderie.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
He never leaves?
Oh, he's not allowed to leave. Judge Frollo forbids it.
Why?
Care to pull up a stool?
The short version is, Frollo thinks he's doing Quasi a favor by keeping folks from seeing that mug of his.
After a lifetime of watching from the nosebleed seats, Quasi just wanted to go to the Feast of Fools. And we're so proud of him for finally working up the courage to do it.
'Tis a shame those creatures dashed his hopes.
You should talk. When's the last time you looked in a mirror?
Well, you broke it.
Ah, a wise guy, eh?
Knock it off, you couple of blockheads! I just hope this one failure doesn't cause Quasi to give up. He was so close.
He can't let his heart be a prison.
What exactly is the
Don't
plan
worry.
here, Sora?
I'll go talk to him.
Alright. So, oh, it's a flashback. Okay, never mind.
Oh, my dear.
Oh, so not all the flashbacks are going to relate to
you
me?
don't know what it's like out there.
Turn the game up to suspense, you can do.
And you are deformed and ugly.
How's that?
You'll be shown little pity. You must believe me. I am your only friend. And how can I protect you, my dear boy?
Solid.
Unless you stay in here.
Away
Remember,
in here.
Quasimodo, this is your sanctuary.
Yes, Master.
Alright. So, someone came into the morgue and stole the bodies because, of course, someone did. And this is something I don't think you guys know. Or you might know. I can't actually remember. Betty is distantly related to the Blossoms. So Betty and Cheryl are actually cousins. And turns out the Blossoms might have something to do with the Mothmen and the Killers. So yeah, that's a thing, right? Then Veronica, because Veronica arrives at the scene of the, damn, what is Betty paying you for? He can't even protect bodies. I know, right? I know. All right. So then, where the fuck am I supposed to be going? I don't remember. All right. So, obviously you all know, because I told you that, oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. Okay, that makes me feel bad. Anyway. So we all know, so Hiram obviously set off the bomb, and the guys who were in the mine were like, oh my god, someone set off a bomb. Who would do such a thing? And Veronica is like, well, obviously, I think I know who that is, and it was probably my father. So she goes to his office, where Hiram is listening to someone talk on the radio, and I'm talking like an old school, like World War II kind of radio. And it's like 2 miners, and I'm like, well, number one, they're not miners anymore. They're young adults. Are trapped inside the mine, and Hiram looks so pleased with himself. He actually looks so proud. He's like, he's happy, and he's like smiling, and I'm like, you're a terrible human being. And then all of a sudden, someone clocks him from behind. I think it's minus. That makes more sense. Yeah. Okay, someone clocks Hiram from behind with a fucking baseball bat. And it's fucking Veronica. Okay, it's Veronica. Veronica has clocked her father with a baseball bat, and then when he comes to, she's tied him up to a chair. And considering the kind of relationship that they have with each other, I was very concerned. No. I was concerned. I was very concerned by this. It was a very concerning moment. So Veronica apparently has been having this dance with death with her father since she was 14, because right before her quinceañera, she overheard her father talking to his friends saying how much of a disappointment Veronica was and how he wishes that she had been born a son so that he had someone to follow into her footsteps. And she's like, do you know how much that fucks up a girl when she's 14? Because, like, that fucks up a girl when she's 14. And this is the reason why I've been searching all my life for your love and approval. And now, you know what? I'm fucking over it. And she goes, if Archie dies, you die. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then my notes just say, these kids all need serious therapy. They're not kids anymore. They're literally my age, but they all need serious therapy. So then Bughead, which is Jughead and Betty, they go and talk to Nana Rose. Now, Nana Rose is Cheryl's grandmother, and also, in a way, I suppose, is, like, kind of related to Betty.
Oh, hello again.
And they're super mean about it.
Hold it.
Like, she's an
You're that
old
guy
woman,
with
and
Frollo.
they're just, like, going at her.
Easy. I'm not looking for any sort of fight.
Ace!
Finally, someone sensible.
Thanth you for the
I'm
7th
Phoebus.
month
Tell me,
resub.
is she still safe in the cathedral?
No.
If she is Esmeralda, then Quasimodo helped her escape.
Blast.
What's wrong?
It's Judge Frollo.
Congrats on the
obsessed with
pre-approval,
destroying
Ace.
gypsies.
That's so exciting.
His mind is in a dark place. When I objected to his barbarous actions, he banished me from the guard.
What? That's not fair.
Don't worry about me. Frollo said he's found the Court of Miracles. The Gypsies'
The
haven.
Court of
in the city.
Miracles.
Esmeralda and her friends are in danger. We have to find them and warn them before Frollo gets there.
Thanks, it's happening. It's so exciting.
Esmeralda's in trouble.
Where did she go?
I don't know. She vanished into the streets. She gave me this pendant. Esmeralda said this would help us find her. When you wear this woven band, you hold the city in your hand.
It's really not that hard to figure out, Quasi.
It's the city. It's a map, see? Here's the cathedral and the river. Go this way, cross the bridge, and the Court of Miracles.
Well done, Quasimodo.
Yeah, Quasi. Nice.
Yes. I'm going to save her.
Okay, calm down. Alright, so I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but Nana Rose gave Tabitha and Jughead a Mothman. Oh, for God's sake. Take out all 3 big Dreamflower Eaters to get rid of the thorns. Okay. Is this not meant to be getting rid of? I don't understand. Is it this guy? It's gotta be this guy. Yeah. So it gave them this, like, Mothman corpse. And he looked pretty... He looked a bit odd and, like, deformed. But it was stolen. But apparently, something that we didn't know. Nana Rose's late husband used to love, you know, having a bit of a roll in the hay with women who weren't Nana Rose. And he had lots of bastard children with them. And Nana Rose was responsible for then disposing of said children. And so she started giving them to... Oh, hold on, I gotta remember who she gave them to. Okay, so she started giving them to a barren couple in the woods. So she took these illegitimate bastard children. So literally, there was a secret illegitimate clan of Blossoms living in the woods for 2 generations. I feel like I should be surprised by this, but I am not. It just was so dumb. But like, that's what happened. That was the thing. That was the whole thing. The whole thing, right? So we find out about these Blossoms. And how do I get to that one? I don't understand. Who the fuck is this guy I'm supposed to be murdering? I don't understand. Yeah. Calm down. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. Very short, so I'll definitely be needing some form of drug or alcohol. Oh yes. Sounds stranger the more you hear about it. Oh yes. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, at all. Oh my god. What the fuck, man? What am I meant to be doing, exactly? I don't understand. Where am I supposed to be going? Need to find the big dream eaters. Hit it with my sword. I don't see any. I found one quite easily, but I've not found any others. Alright. So, there was the old man that told them about the Mothman in the first place. They realize is actually a blossom. Use the flow motion to climb up. How do I do that again? How do I climb up? I don't understand. I can't appear to climb up. It only lets me... Where am I meant to be going? What am I meant to be doing? I don't understand. I find this flow motion thing to be very shitty. So I don't understand. Am I even meant to be able to climb up? I don't get it. Oh, that stall had a dot thing on it. Oh. I didn't even know what that stall thing was. There. Ah, okay, there we go. So now what? Is there a purpose of me being up here? Is there a purpose to this? So, so you've got to remember, right, we have to, that's right, I've got this thing. That's right, no, I've got air things now. So you got to remember that after all this, Eric and Archie are still trapped underground, and they are starting to lose oxygen. So Archie starts hallucinating, and then the hallucinations start helping him, and I was a bit like, what the fuck? How do I do this again? Hello? Can I jump? Oh, no. What the fuck do I do? How the fuck am I meant to... I don't understand. How the fuck did I jump up here last time? I do not understand. Yeah. Oh my god, that was horrible. This whole thing is horrible. I am most definitely not a fan of this section. Ooh, a chest. I'm gonna take that though. Yoink. I take that, thank you. Anyway, so that's just random. Betty and Jughead get a message being like, there's a... finally. Yeah, Betty and Jughead get a message saying, there's an emergency. And so me, being a logical person, automatically assumes they're talking about the cave-in. No, there's been another... I'm just going to turn it down because the music seems stupidly loud again. Yeah, no, they're talking about a different... Oh my god. Oh, another treasure chest. So yes, this is where I want to be. Thank you very much. Fuck off. I do like me some treasure chests. As we all know, I am a fan of the treasure chests. Alrighty, can I go up? Can I jump? No, what the fuck, man? Is it not in here? I'm so confused. I don't understand at all what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, treasure chest! Like, it's been a while since I've been this confused playing Kingdom Hearts. I miss Birth by Sleep that actually made sense. This game does not make sense. And I am very lost. I don't understand. Anyway. So no, the actual emergency that Tony had was Britta ran away after she came out to her parents, and her parents were less than enthusiastic about the fact that she was gay. And it was very sad. So then we jump back to the mines, which just is confusing. And Cheryl starts praying to Gaia and is like, hey, Mother Nature, you're pretty awesome. Can you, like, save Archie and Eric? And then apparently Gaia starts listening to her because all of a sudden the flames get bigger and the, so the flames get bigger. The wind gets bigger, it's a whole thing. And I was like, is this show becoming Sabrina? Like, what the fuck? Is this where I'm meant to be going, maybe? Another treasure chest! I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I am getting all the treasures right now. It's great. So Veronica's back at home, and she's about to take a bath, and then lo and behold, what should happen? But Chad breaks into her apartment. But it's okay because she has a squeaky floorboard, so she hears him break into her apartment. And because she's dramatic as fuck, she's like, hey Siri, which is not actually Siri, but is like kind of a form of Siri. She's like, turn out all the lights and now start playing like some really, really fucking dramatic music. It was actually kind of funny. And then the two of them are fighting, and Chad's got a gun, and he's gonna murder Veronica, and then Veronica overpowers him, and she actually murders him. So Chadwick is now dead. Chadwick has now been murdered by Veronica. He is no more. He is now a very dead man. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? I don't understand. I don't get it. They always look at this house. I know. Well, technically he did break into her house though, so like, it'll all be kosher because technically, and it's Riverdale. Like, she's not gonna get in trouble for it. Riverdale has no consequences. There are no consequences in Riverdale. Okay. I'm like, can you just fucking get out? Keep checking out the bad guys. Well, I'm not a fan of this, I gotta say. Well, I'm finding lots of bad guys. I'm just not finding the one that I need. For fuck's sake. I'm gonna drop before I figure this out, my god. Alright, I'm fairly confident it's not in this space. Like, it's very clearly not here. Oh, but another treasure chest! Yes! You guys should know that by this stage, we're still only maybe like 26 minutes into this 45-minute episode. It was a long one. It was a long one. It's gotta be in here. One of these want me to guide you. Yes, please, because I'm struggling. Something fierce. Oh, wait, I got him! I got him! I found him! I'm pretty sure it's this guy. And that's the one I remember. Yeah, pretty sure it's this guy. We found him finally. Fucking hell. That took forever. It took far too long. Yes, we're done. Alright. Okay, so now that Archie and Eric are okay and Veronica's just shot her ex-husband, now that all that has occurred, we now go back to Jughead, Tabitha, Betty, Fangs, and Tony all confronting the dude that lives in the woods, who they are fairly confident is the one doing all the killing. Well, him and his family are the ones doing all the killing. They're fairly confident about it. And so what do? Obviously, they confront him. So Jughead is in his house and is talking with him and is like, hey, did you murder lots of people? Torchwood did it better. Torchwood did it so better. Yeah, just being like, hey, did you murder lots of people? Or because they confront them and don't know. I don't know. Cool. Well, they have to confront them because they're pretty sure that they've got Britta. And so they're trying to save Britta before she, is murdered. Basically. Is what's going on there. So Jughead's doing that. And turns out it's literally just they're doing it because, like, originally they were doing it for survival and now they're doing it just because it's, you know, fun and they like the hunt. All right. Then everything happened at once, right? Tony found Britta. Fangs got caught in a bear trap. Tabitha got nabbed by a Mothman, but she tased him. Then Betty was getting strangled by a Mothman and she started hallucinating the trash bag killer. But then, like, someone, I don't remember who it was, I think it was Tony, like, whacked him on the head, and then everyone was okay, and Britta was alive, and it was all very dramatic. It was all very dramatic. It was a very dramatic sequence, and I was like, what the fuck? And then and then Varchi were in the bath together, and I had to watch that, and that was just awkward. Like, I wasn't a fan. And Hiram has apparently officially given up on his family, and he's like, fuck you guys, I don't need you. And I'm like, the show doesn't need you, fuck off! Betty then interrogates the killer because she's like, hey, mate, you're a real bad person, but, like, can you just tell me where my sister's body is? Okay, thanks. And then, again, instead of calling the police, she decides to go to the place where the killer said her sister's body was, and also she takes her very fragile mother and opens up the trunk, and Polly's 100% dead, and they both cry, and it's very, very sad. But, like, the thing is now Polly, because Polly had twins, right? Juniper and Dagwood. Betty is actually an aunt, Aunt Betty, Juniper and Dagwood. Juniper and Dagwood's parents are now both dead because their parents were Jason and Polly, who just happened to be cousins, but they didn't know about it at the time. And Jason was killed in, like, the first episode of season 1, well, before the first episode, actually. And then Polly's now dead. So, yeah. So that was this week's episode of Riverdale. I still can't get over the trash bag frisbee. fucking seriously. They took it so seriously. And I was like, he frisbeed the lid of a trash can. You can't take that seriously. I was like, what the fuck? No, I want a Dagwood dog. Was known as a Dippy dog. I say, yeah, Dagwood is the kid's name. Juniper and Dagwood. I have just so many concerns about the show. Anyway, that was this week's Riverdale episode. Next week's Riverdale episode is the musical episode, so I'm sure I'll have lots to talk about because, yay. I don't remember how to link with, I don't remember how to link with people. Like, it keeps, oh, that's how, okay. I was gonna say, like, I don't remember how to do this. Yeah, I got there. Oh, wait, how do I, oh, I see. Oh, that's very confusing. Anywho. So remember, no musical episode will match Once More with Feeling. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably not. That was a good one. But yeah, so this week's episode of Riverdale was one of its most ridiculous in a really long time. Fuck this shit, I'm out. But apparently I'm not because I'm back here now. Let's link with someone. Oh, we're flying! Amazing. Well, that was fun. Okay. So, yeah. This week's Riverdale just really... It was really something. I didn't really know what to think for most of it. Yeah. It took me to places I wasn't expecting to go. Namely, the whole Betty is related to the killers thing. Like we've done that before, you know? Her dad was the Black Hood. Her half-brother was another serial killer. And, yeah. Betty has a look. Betty literally has the serial killer gene. Like, there's an actual gene called the serial killer gene, and Betty has it. So did her brother, and so did her dad. Like, it's honestly not new information. Yeah, they let her join the FBI. Yeah. She'd been working with the FBI since she was a teenager. They kind of couldn't not let her join. Honestly. Like, she had actually been... Yeah, she'd actually been working with them since high school. They couldn't not let her join. That's why it was so dumb. Anywho, so Riverdale's over for another week. Thank fuck for that. Oh, wait. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, I see. Ah. So why can't I have the toxic guy out here? Right. Okay, well, let's keep going. So anyway, yes, that was this week's Riverdale. You don't have them equipped on Sora right now. Oh, right, I equipped him on the other one. Yes, I remember now. Yeah, so that was this week's Riverdale. Honestly, I'm a bit scarred from it. But everything's fine. Except there's also a very real possibility Taylor Swift is going to release something tomorrow, so I'm actually not fine. And I got a PlayStation 5, sort of. So that's exciting. I'll tell you what. People told me if you just ring stores, didn't she just release something? She did, yes. But she's potentially going to release something else. It's all very exciting. Certainly sounds like an interesting day. It was a great day. Literally, so last Sunday I rang 6 different stores. Giggle, apparently there are lots of names for them. Mary calls them corn dog. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Corn dogs. Yes. I do not like corn dogs. They are not good food. They are nasty stuff. Can you fuck off? Seriously. So yeah. Literally, okay, so last Sunday I rang 6 different stores asking them if they had pre-orders available or wait lists, and most of the stores, we're going to chill here because this is where we'll need to be. So most of the stores said, 4 out of 5 of them said, nah, we've got nothing. One store said, we don't have anything at the moment, but please feel free to ring back, you know, in 2 days' time and see if anything has changed. And another store said that they were currently full up on pre-orders, but to ring back in case anything changed. So I rang back in 2 days' time. I rang back on Tuesday, and I rang both those 2 stores, and both those 2 stores said, nope, no pre-orders are open yet, and nope, no pre-orders open yet. You'll need to ring back later. And I went, all right, okay. So today, I rang them both back, and the first one I rang said, yes, we have pre-orders available, but only for the digital console. And I was like, ooh, I don't want the digital console, I want the disc console, thank you very much, I'll ring again in 2 days. And I rang the other store, and I was like, hi, just wondering if you have pre-orders open for the PlayStation 5. And he goes, well, we're not doing pre-orders, what we're doing instead is custom orders. Which is, if you can get into the store, we currently have some availability. So if you can get to the store, we can do this custom order for you. You do have to pay in full, but the PlayStation 5 will be yours when it comes in. And I was like, shit, really? I was so not expecting that at all. Like, I was not even a little bit expecting him to say that. And I was like, fuck, okay. And this is about 2 o'clock.